The power of forgiveness. Forgiveness is something I once thought was a gift I would give to someone else, not something I needed for myself. For years, I carried around grudges, bitterness, and pain, thinking that holding on to those feelings would somehow protect me. I thought if I forgave, it would mean I was letting someone off the hook for hurting me. But I've learned that forgiveness is never about the other person. It's about me. When I started exploring the power of forgiveness, I realized that I was holding on to so much weight. The people who hurt me, the moments of injustice, the times I felt abandoned or betrayed, they were taking up so much emotional space in my heart. And as I clung to that anger, that resentment, I was also holding myself captive. Forgiveness isn't about excusing someone's actions or pretending they didn't hurt you. It's not about allowing bad behavior to go unchecked. It's about freeing yourself from the grip of those emotions, letting go of the hold they have over you, and allowing yourself to heal. I had to understand that forgiving wasn't for them. It was for me. I remember a time when I felt incredibly wronged by someone I trusted. The pain and betrayal were so deep, and it felt impossible to forgive. But as I started to dig into my own healing journey, I realized that my inability to forgive was keeping me stuck in a cycle of pain. I was holding on to the past, and by doing that, I was allowing it to continue controlling my present. Forgiveness, I learned, is a form of self-compassion. It's about letting go of the need to be right, to feel justified in my anger. It's about understanding that holding on to grudges only prolongs my suffering. The other person may never apologize, may never change, but I can choose to release the hold their actions have on me. I know it's not easy. I know that forgiveness can feel like a monumental task, especially when the hurt runs deep. But as I worked through this process, I began to feel lighter. I started to feel a sense of peace that I hadn't experienced in years. Forgiveness isn't about forgetting. It's about releasing the emotional weight and choosing to move forward. For me, forgiving wasn't a single moment. It was a process. It started with acknowledging my pain, recognizing the harm that had been done, and then making the choice to let go of the grip it had on me. Sometimes it was a daily choice. Other times I had to forgive in pieces, letting go of anger bit by bit. But each time I chose forgiveness, I felt a little more free. Forgiveness also isn't always about the other person. Sometimes the hardest forgiveness to offer is to ourselves. I had to forgive myself for the ways I had allowed my pain to shape my actions, for the times I had held on to resentment instead of choosing healing. When I forgave myself, I allowed space for growth and transformation. If forgiveness feels impossible to you right now, that's okay. You don't have to rush it. But understand that forgiveness is not about letting the other person off the hook. It's about releasing the hold that the past has on you, about reclaiming your peace. You are not weak for needing time to forgive, but you are incredibly strong for considering it. Forgiveness doesn't mean you have to forget the pain or the lessons learned, but it does mean you get to choose to let go of its power over you. And in that choice, you reclaim your inner peace. And that, I've come to realize, is the most powerful thing of all. Letter writing exercise. Write a letter to your younger self. Take a moment to find a quiet space where you can connect with your heart and your emotions. This exercise is about offering love, compassion, and understanding to the younger version of you who experienced pain, whether that pain came from a particular event, a relationship, or a deep emotional wound. Write a letter to your younger self, addressing the event that caused pain. This is a chance to speak from the place of wisdom and compassion you have now, offering comfort and reassurance to the child you once were. Don't rush. Take your time. Be kind, gentle, and honest. Here's a guide to help you get started. Dear Your Name, I know you're hurting right now, and I want you to know that I see you. I see how much pain you're in, how the weight of the world feels like it's too much to carry. I know you feel lost, alone, and maybe even like no one understands what you're going through. But I'm here now, and I want to tell you that it's okay to feel the way you do. You don't have to pretend to be okay. It's okay to cry, to be scared, and to feel uncertain. What happened was unfair, and it hurt you deeply. You didn't deserve it. But I want you to know that it wasn't your fault. You were doing the best you could with what you had. You were brave in ways you don't even realize yet. And I want you to be gentle with yourself. You didn't know what to do, but that's okay. You're not broken. You're just a child, and sometimes things happen that are beyond our control. That's not your fault, and you did nothing wrong. Right now, I know it feels like the pain will never end, like the hurt is something you'll always carry. But trust me when I say that it will get better. With time, you will heal. Your heart is strong, and the love and compassion you have for others will eventually turn inward. You will learn to forgive, not just others, but yourself too, and you will find peace. I want you to know that you are enough. Always have been, always will be. You are worthy of love, and I will make sure that you feel that love more and more as we go through this journey together. You are not defined by this moment. You are not defined by the pain you feel now. You are so much more than that. Take a deep breath and let the weight of this moment go, knowing that it is okay to feel hurt and it is okay to heal at your own pace. I will always be here for you. You're not alone anymore. With all my love, remember, this letter is for you. There are no right or wrong words. It's about offering yourself the comfort and reassurance that you might not have received back then. This concludes this section. In the next section, we will work on visualization, meeting and embracing your inner child. Until then, take the time to work on your letter and the other lessons discussed so far in this course. See you soon, my lovely souls.